everyone touches the ball. And on the other side, Sterling Young, coach said he recruited him with a lot of expectations, and he fulfilled those expectations when he put him in the other game against TCU. He says he brings a real spark to the team. He's hoping for him to rise to the occasion once again.
For FAMU, we'll give you their lineup here in a moment. 4 of their 5 starters did not start night 1 against TCU as they try to figure out who their best 5 are together. But SMU
definitely loves to play fast.
What the Mustangs did really well on Monday is starting the game with energy. Coming off that screen, Sterling Young pulls up and hits the 3.
Yeah, wasted no time. He got on, almost got those 2 points on the jump, like you said. 3-point shooting is a big key for them, and he hits that one.
Yohan Traore, wide open inside.
Being able to hold ground. I don't know if they had to lead the entire game last game, so it's a good start for FAMU.
The SMU starting lineup includes Kirio Oquendo, who lays it home from Boopie Miller. With back spasms, he left in the 2nd minute of that matchup against Tarleton. Letting players fly by. Saeed Burnside laying it home.
Help SMU get off to a great start in this new Andy infield era.
SMU also good defensively against Tarleton. Forcing 23 turnovers. Ambrose Hilton stays right with Sterling Young to get the swat. Victory over Tarleton. Out of the corner, Matthews rises and hits. Milton Matthews, the lefty, coming over.
Better than they did before. And in defending the paint, you just saw SMU get a dunk. They can't allow those easy ones. Playing hard for 40 minutes, a big key for Coach Enfield's club. There you see a 3 go down. And then dominating on defense beyond the arc. And that opens up the rest of the floor for Coach Carey's squad.
These are 2 teams that really want to play a pro-style offense. Lots of pick and roll, lots of coming off the screens, lots of 3.
He's got the right approach to keeping these young men's attention to the little things, the game within the game, and seeing if they can just keep competing.
A couple new players in for SMU, including Jarrell Colbert, the transfer from Kansas State. He had a tough one on Monday. 2-man game with Colbert. Double. Miller creating space. Miller on the floater from the elbow, rings it up.
That is a high-level shot. And Mr. Miller, and it has been Miller time in the first half, starting with the floater.
The A&M trying to create that spacing. FAMU in the post. Burnside backs his way in with 5 to shoot and hits the hook shot.
Wife and family, and similar story because when he got to USC, they hadn't won yet at the high level in a long time. Shaq was pretty good, I think, wasn't he?
He was. Shaq couldn't shoot like he can, though. Chuck Harris, he can shoot, though. Edwards got the start, had a career-high 13 against Tarleton on Monday. Deflected pass. Nice job by Matthews to knock it into the air. And now Young back the other way. Young flashing down the lane. Right past Harris for 2.
The other end.
So Milton Matthews has 5, 8 for Sterling Young. They've got 15 of the 19 here for Florida A&M. Offensive rebound by B.J. Edwards. And the Tennessee transfer sticks it in, plus the foul.
He is from last year. Doing the little things. He's always been a talented young man, but hasn't had the college success yet. But this is a breakout also than he did last season.
Late in the shot clock now. That is now where FAMU wants to be. And Oquendo takes it away inside the lane. Quickly up the floor. Edwards flying for 2.
Edwards said, don't forget I was one of the top-rated point guards coming out.
Over the last 4 minutes. And defense turning into offense in Dallas.
We need to learn the level, learn the speed, and then learn the physicality of these teams. We're using this time to improve and get better.
Thank you so much, Bree. And then, Brian, it's also out of necessity for their athletic department as well.
Yeah, it's part of what happens at smaller schools. You play against the bigger schools so you could be able to fundraise, cover so much ground, and get so much activity. Another turnover forced for transition.
And Miller in the open floor sets up George out of the corner, and A.J. George ring it up, or rather B.J. Edwards in and out. Matthews tracks down the rebound. It's a big one. Rotation, somebody's open. Chapman is the one, but he misses off the rim. And here comes SMU 3-on-1, no look, extra pass, Colbert flush.
The unselfishness, let's feed the big man. He's running the floor. So many options right here. You see Boopie looking the floor, gives the no look, and knew BJ was going to give the one more to the big fella.
At TCU, the transfer from Charlotte. Now in the post. Hard post up by Eatman. Right back outside. Young, in rhythm three, rolls out.
Well, what's leading to this run is mainly the stops on the other end, along with a little bit of making it rain from downtown. After getting those stops, being able to play in transition, not many better at being able to score and make decisions. And you can see it's already working, even though the score may not be indicative. They have really played and fought very well against a very good SMU team.
I think there's a lot to be excited about.
But for others, and all those guys are unselfish, and any of those guards can go off for 20+ on any given night. There you see more defense leading the offense with a little razzle and dazzle for the finish with the left hand.
And at this half, Boopie Miller getting in the passing lane, getting on the scoreboard. Take on some ACC programs with, or is this just Andy Enfield, you know, trying some things? As Miller cuts baseline off the feed from Edwards.
I think when you have toughness, it doesn't matter. Some players that haven't even really gotten a chance to get in a groove and really play at all yet. So there's a lot of promise. And this young man, Young, is definitely destined for a big season.
Given a chance here at Florida A&M, he's got back-to-back double-digit games as Washington flies in and makes it a 5-0 run. Timeout by Andy Enfield. It's his user to lose at timeout.
Go to a high level. They belong in the program. They're good enough to be there, but they're just not quite getting the minutes that they would like. They get to transfer to another opportunity, play a bigger role, as you see here with two guards for Florida A&M.
Miller at the end of the half, the three, it goes, and SMU finishes with 51 in the first half. Keeps the foot on the ground. Aquendo the trailing three. No. That would have been a highlight. Young was able to flip it past Aquendo for two.
Yeah, 34, I believe, in the opener, one of the scrimmages. I think it was 37 or 39. They definitely want to put up the three.
Great ball movement by SMU. Ambrose Hilton finishes with the dunk. Love to see them get away from that in the second half.
You just look at the ball movement. Literally touched all three guards' hands.
Colbert flashing inside. Gives it up. Cross-court pass. Traore wide open from the corner. Takes it down.
And more roster versatility to players coming out of high school. Started his career at Auburn. Had a very productive. Speaking of production, been talking about SMU finishing above the rim, off of the post-up. Beautiful footwork. Here you see it. Spin baseline and just taking a little bit of flight. A little bit of flex as well.
Little nod to Dion there for sure. Coach Prime.
He knows a little bit about the swag.
Yeah, he does. Jackson State football coach. Now at Colorado is Traore.
Yeah, familiar with Dallas. Played his AAU ball for Southern Assault here in the city, in the Metroplex. Will also be a major test against another power conference school in the SEC. Multiple-time tournament program under Chris Jans.
Rare giveaway for the Mustangs, and right back the other way. FAMU able to lay it in with Tyler Shirley. Aquendo going baseline, deflected as he goes up, and O'Neal comes out with it. Big-time turnaround from Monday at TCU, where they lost by more than 40 as Harris retreats behind the three-point arc and bangs down a triple.
Harris is so dangerous. I mean, that was good defense.
The Rattlers have really settled down on both ends here, and they've found some things that are working. But out of the high post, Ambrose Hilton takes it to the cup.
Yeah, just so efficient, so high motor. One of those guys, just a winning basketball player. And O'Neal is getting in his groove. Almost got the last offensive rebound. Didn't quite get it. Doesn't stop there on the drive. Doesn't mind the shot blocker in his way. I'm going to finish anyway.
Yeah, Shakir starting to come alive as Miller weaves through traffic. No look pass up to George cutting baseline.
The unselfishness, the easy buckets.
Assist number 15. From the wing, the three-point bomb goes for Jordan Chapman. On the game opening back up after a lull. Miller driving into the zone, rolling it up. And Lewis comes down with the board. Long pass ahead. Chapman against Aquendo, hanging and hitting. And while Boopie Miller has been held scoreless in the second half, Traore's taken over. Miller, great fake to get Washington up in the air and score.
Just good basketball player that just makes a lot of heady plays on the floor.
love the way you put that. He's definitely a six-speed type guy. As Matthews from the corner rains home a three. He hits.
The staff gave a lot of credit to the three returners. He said Coach Lanier did a terrific job and his staff of building a winning program. So when we walked in, these guys were already ready to contribute, and Chuck Harrison established that. Then you bring in experienced players that already know how to do it, build some unselfishness, and then you get plays like this where you get I did not.
It was ACC After Dark. You know we have that now that we have the Pacific. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But
considering ACC is nationwide, that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. We're talking about a bomb from beyond midfield.
My daughter is playing soccer, so I'm learning more. Yeah, still, all right. I still don't know what's going on.
Again, we'll get him to the dark side. Corner three, ring it up for SMU. 5 straight points for number 5. Miller says, I want that one. He's hunting a double-double. Harris in transition. The assist to Miller. And SMU cooking again. Up by 33. Nifty find to Harris on the 2-bouncer. Harris stepping back, trying the triple. Offensive rebound, Oquendo lobs it off. Colbert diving to the rim.
Again, more extra passes, another assist. Little old school Mike D'Antoni philosophy with the Phoenix Suns when Steve Nash was 2-time MVP.
O'Neal going glass. He gets an and one. Coach Enfield has a belief in his guys and will try to get the very most out of his dudes this year. Corner three going down. Again, it's Jordan Chapman.
For levels and move up and have these compelling stories. But and Coach Enfield, you know, you think about Dunk City back in the day, 2013, took the world by storm with their NCAA tournament run and really changed his coaching career to where now not only did he have the great, gotta love that part about college athletics and college sports. And another 3-ball for the Mustangs.
Now 5 are in double figures after putting 6 there on Monday, and they are just a point shy of 100. Hendricks pulls the trigger. That's exactly what he was doing in Indiana last year, hitting the 3 at a 43% clip.
Simple ball screen action where you have pressure on the rim because you have such great rollers to the rim. Another 3-ball. Can't even quite get to explaining what's going on the offensive end. Rim roller puts pressure on the rim, and then you have the guy who's raising on the same side, and then that time they hit the opposite guy for the 3. When you have 3-point shooting on the floor,
you know, start with a new program and make it to the NCAA tournament.
Well, absolutely. When you play in a conference like the ACC, you don't have to win the conference. You just have to kind of be in the top half, get a chance to go dancing.
And maybe a 4th at some point this season. Starting out hot with another great offensive showing. The SMU Mustangs eclipse 100 for the first time under Andy Enfield.